Good morning, everybody. Afternoon, whatever you want to call it. 11:17. I guess we're in between morning and afternoon. It's Jason Myrtetus coming up today at 1:15. Harry Mays and I, and episode number 9 of the Odd G's podcast presented by Parx Sportsbook. A lot to talk about today. Let me talk about Parx real quick first, because Parx Sportsbook is the sportsbook of choice of the Odd G's podcast. Make sure you download it on your Apple device or your Android and get the app. Easy to use. You can bet on player performances, same game parlays, player performances like first to score, points, assists, you name it. It's all there for you. Plus, you can bet the spreads, the money lines, all of it on the Parx Sportsbook app. And new customers right now, if you sign up, you're going to get a $500 risk-free bet. No promo required. Just open up an account, deposit, and your first bet is risk-free up to $500. So make sure you download the app. Harry will give you some winners once again. And make sure you follow Parx on all the social channels at Parx Sportsbook on Twitter, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Get great content and daily specials as well there. So make sure you give Parx a follow on all the social channels. And coming up today on the Odd G's podcast, we got a lot to talk about, including the greatness. And I know some people don't want to use the term, but it is true. The greatness of Tom Brady. It's official now. He is retiring. Adam Schefter, it turns out, and Jeff Darlington did have it right, although they jumped the gun. We'll talk about that aspect of it as well. So we'll talk about Tom Brady and the greatness of his 22-year NFL career. Also talk about the latest with Major League Baseball and their impasse at coming to labor peace. Bonds and Clemens not getting into the Hall of Fame. Maybe some Ben Simmons conversation. The week that was in the NFL. Plus what we're watching and what we're listening to. What shows we're watching and what music we're listening to. We'll put Harry to the test on those two things, and myself as well. So a lot to get into today with Parx Sportsbook Presents, episode number 9 of the Odd G's podcast with myself and Harry Mays. Tune in at 1:15, and we will see you then. All presented by the great people at the Parx Sportsbook.